morning and welcome to Today in the News here on Vanguard Life. My name is Ololade Adeomi. I'll look into our newspapers for today, starting with Vanguard as usual. Major headline on Vanguard says, no religious persecution, genocide in Nigeria. Idris Tuga, AU says, PFN asks Trump to support Tinubu against insecurity, rejects military threat. Trump echoed what Nigerians of good conscience have been saying, says Peter Obi. Major story can be found on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper. Top banner, AMCON, officials and lawyers face alleged contempt charges for contravention of court orders. Lower banner, Nigeria 4, Gabon 1, Osimhen shoots Super Eagles past Gabon. And lastly, FBN quest, a Mareva injunction against Nest Oil and Nekodi has expired by operation of law. Away from the Vanguard and look into the Punch newspaper, major headline on the Punch says, Ibadan Convention, PDP delegates arrive amid Saraki's cancellation move. Ex-Senate President to judge. Top PDP leaders clash over caretaker committee plan as INEC reviews judgment. Top banner, Tinubu shifts 15% fuel import duty to Q1 2026. Lower banner, National Assembly shifts WAEC CBT adoption to 2030. Genocide interview. Don't panic, Piers Morgan tells Tuga. Airlines reject $11.50 NIS fee. Away from the front, to look into the Nation newspaper. Major headline on the Nation says, Saraki writes of PDP convention. Top banner, APCON officials. Lawyers face contempt charges for alleged contravention of court orders. Away from that, into the Guardian newspaper. Major headline on the Guardian says, Anti-Torture Act at 8. Victims bear scars and endure trauma as law remains on paper. Passengers stranded after train breaks down in Kaduna. Tax burden on airlines threatens aviation sector operator warns. Confusion. Crisis swirl around PDP convention amid conflicting court orders. AU chief dismisses genocide claims as Obi tax editors on nation building. ADC says fresh 1.5 trillion naira loan exposes Tinubu's addiction to reckless debt. That's all we have on the front page of our newspapers this morning. Join us after the break for a quick analysis of some of our top stories. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Today in the News here on Vanguard Live. My name is Ololade Adeomi. I look into our top stories for today. Number one says, Tinubu shifts 15% fuel import duty to Q1 2026. The federal government has approved the postponement of the implementation of the 15% import duty on petrol and diesel until the first quarter of 2026, contrary to earlier notions that the suspension was indefinite. The deferment, formally approved by President Bola Tinubu, was in response to a detailed request submitted by the executive chairman of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Dr. Zaka Dedeji, following extensive strategic consultation with key stakeholders to assess market readiness and ensure a smooth and orderly rollout of the 15% import duty. Adedeji made the request in a letter dated November 7, 2025, titled Deferment of the Commencement of the Implementation of the Premium Motor Spirit and Diesel Import Duty. The letter, obtained exclusively by our correspondent on Thursday, stressed the need to ensure that local refinery infrastructure is fully prepared, technical and operational frameworks are properly aligned, and fuel supply disruptions are minimized before the levy takes effect. Away from the first story, we're looking to our second story for today. Our second story says, Nigeria 4, Gabon 1. Super Eagles fly past Gabon to CAF World Cup playoffs final. Nigeria advanced to the final of the African playoffs for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, following a dramatic 4-1 win over Gabon after extra time. Chidera Ijuke and Victor Osimhen struck in the first period of extra time after the match in Rabat had ended 1-1 after 90 minutes. Succession of missed chances to take the game away from Gabon and ensure Nigeria's hopes of qualifying for the next summer's World Cup remain alive. Osimhen ripped off his protective face mask and shirt to celebrate his goal, no doubt partially in relief after the striker had squandered a glorious chance to win it for the Super Eagles in the 12th minute stoppage time at the end of the game. For more details on this story, make sure you check our website at www.vanguardngr.com. That's all we have on the show for today. Do well to follow us on all our social media platforms. My name is Ololade Adeomi. Have a lovely day.